Hello everyone. Today we're going to be talking about LARPers. And if you don't know who are LARPers or LARPing at all, it's when someone pretends when about like being someone they aren't are, but they well, of course they aren't are that type of person, like a character or a sorry, I was speaking something. Or like a person they say they are them, like a like you know um Tokuma, whoever that is. I don't know the character's name, but that's mainly the character people use for LARPing for, and they are very annoying as fuck. The fandom or of that anime community sucks. I will talk about anime in a different video whenever I feel like it. But we know LARPers are very annoying and very annoying to deal with, in my opinion. I've seen what LARPers are. They are very obnoxious and they think they are that person, but in reality, they aren't that person at all. They say they are that person because they feel like they can somehow relate to the character, but in reality, they don't relate to the character at all. But like they say they relate to them because they feel like I don't know, they want to feel like they are doing something for the character. They feel like they do relate for them or do not relate to the character and not at all. But mainly the time it's mainly people who say they relate to the character. It's mainly like people with like social anxiety, and I'm guessing they actually do not have social anxiety because how do you relate to a character that that apparently has social anxiety or dealing with something? And the character of Tokuma, I believe that she wants to crack her own brother. I heard in the comments. I also saw a panel of a from a manga. So basically the brother, if you watch Alia hides her feelings in Russian, it's basically like the brother of the main protagonist, well, the main character, the sibling of him. I don't know. There's two main characters, but it's this guy, and I forgot his name. But if you watch Alia um hides her feeling in Russian, you probably know what character I'm talking about. Yeah. I'll basically say it's basically like that, except um yeah, it's more weird than that because that type of because of that is completely different because that one's more taken as a joke than from the actual character that is like saying like, oh, I want to crack my own brother. Like she actually does. It's like Ashley Graves and Andrew Graves type of situation, I would say, because she's so fucking weird. I I tried to watch the first episode. I couldn't even finish that shit. I'm sorry. I'm being so fucking for real. The first episode was like, holy shit, this character is annoying as fuck. I can't even watch this shit. This was burning my eyes. I couldn't even watch it. I'm being dead ass. The show sucks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anyone who likes that show. I'll put the character right here, but like y'all probably already know who that character is, but like the character is like annoying as hell, and the character is like very obnoxious to hear because of her voice. Like I'm not saying the voice actor sucks. I'm saying the voice actor who is voicing her sounds annoying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if the voice actor is watching this, but like, bro, the voice is annoying. I'm sorry. She's like always like, yeah, 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 I like she thinks she's like basically a narcissist. Basically, I would say she thinks that the guys like her because whenever a guy talks to her, they somehow like her. But in reality, They don't. I'm just gonna say that you don't. They don't like you at all. They don't even know who you are, and you're too obnoxious to deal with. You're not popular. In the first episode, she thought she was popular with the guys because of that. Like she was complaining about stuff that men, that guys are normally are for, but like, are we fucking dead ass? You're being obnoxious about it and being annoying for it. Like, I cannot even handle watching one episode of you and you're like already being like, oh, being like so nauseous that I can't even deal with it. Like I can't even watch one episode in, and it's like, god damn, you're so obnoxious. I can't even deal with it, bro. I'm sorry, I can't deal with like obnoxious characters that sound annoying as fuck. Like they are so annoying that I can't even like watch this 1 second of the show. That's how annoying her character is and how obnoxious her thing, her how she sounds basically. She's so annoying. I can't even fan explain how annoying she is because she's like obnoxious, annoying. Like sorry, she's like I can't even deal with her because how annoying her character is. And also with LARPers, people who say they are like her, you basically want to say you want to fuck your own brother. I'm sorry, you're weird for that. If you say you are like her, you are basically saying you want to fuck your own brother. I'm sorry. You basically do want it. You basically are saying. Or anyone who says they are like Comey can't who are like Comey, and if you know what show I mean, like Comey can't communicate. It's on Netflix. So, but anyways, back to what I was saying. Like Comey, she basically she can't really speak at all. Like she has extreme social anxiety because the show keeps mentioning over and over every episode. I'm not gonna lie, that is annoying as fuck, but they gotta remove that. But anyways, I'll talk about that later about romance anime. But anyways, it's like very annoying to hear people who say they are that person. You're basically saying you have that problem as well, like them. Like saying you are, let's say you say you're like Dexter. You agree, like you relate to Dexter. You're basically saying that, like you're saying like, oh, I'm Dexter. But you're saying you do the stuff that they do, and Dexter kills people. So you're saying, well, basically you're saying you kill people. And that's weird because you're relating to a character that isn't, you know, that is fucking like that kills people. Like if you relate to a character that kills people or have like really extreme stuff that they're dealing with, you're so fucking weird. I'm sorry. Like you actually don't you're not a real person. I'm saying that you're not real. There's no way you relate to a character um that is like, oh, I'm dealing with this type of problem. Like, no, you don't really relate to them because you do not actually have that problem. And let's be for real, you do not actually have that problem. You do not deal with that problem because you are not that person. You are faking it so you can get attention from people who actually take care of like mental health issues that is in their mind or dealing with like social phobia or anything. Yes, that's a phobia. I've watched KKC, which is Comey can't communicate. But like, I don't understand how you believe that you relate to that person at all. You're saying like, oh, I'm this person, I'm that person, and I can relate to them. You are not that person. I'm sorry, you're not that person. Because if you are that person, like I said before, you are saying you have mental problems with people, you are saying you don't have good communication. Like, you probably don't even know what social anxiety actually is. Like, I actually have social anxiety. It's hard for me to speak up to people. If you met me IRL, you can't you can't even hear me, but because of this mic right here, you can hear me perfectly. Of course, I can round up the volume if I sound a bit quiet, but let's be fucking real right now. Me doing that can, you know, like, I don't understand that. How can you relate to something that you do not actually have? Like, you do, like, I don't understand how you can relate to someone like a character from A Silent Voice, the movie, of course. If you've seen the movie, it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, it's amazing. You should watch it. But if you relate to him, you're a LARPer. I'm gonna say you're LARPing, but like at the same time, if you somehow relate to that character, you're saying you have depression and you put in stuff like that. Like, what? You're saying you want to kill yourself. Yes, in the movie, he was trying to kill himself and push everyone away because he feels like he should. And the representative of like the X on people's face is him trying to ignore people and him like covering his ears like this so he does not hear any voices. So he can and finally ignore people. So he tries to ignore people so he does not try to get himself some help because he was dealing with actual mental problems. Yes, it is based on a true story and the actual person that is based off actually died, but he actually didn't, even including the manga. But let's be so real right now. You're not that person. You do not actually want to do something that he tried to do or tried to off himself with. Like, you do not actually relate to that person. You're saying that because you feel like you have some type of connection, but you actually don't. You do not relate to the person that you actually like. If you like the person, sure, fine. I don't mind you having PFP of that character, as long you do not relate to that person, because you do not have the type of problem they were dealing with. If you somehow relate to them, I'm sorry, but there's people who actually do have that problem, like with like mental health, if like that. Like, there's people who are probably like killing themselves, like the character in Silent Voice, but like you're not. But a lot of people who act like him aren't like him because they do not actually know what he dealt with during the time he was, like, if you watch the movie during the time before he finally decides to listen to people and look into people's eyes for the first time, which is like how do oh shit, whatever. But how do you relate to a character that something that isn't really relatable at all? A character you feel like there's times that characters just do feel relatable, but like that you do not feel like, oh, I am that person. Like, you aren't that person at all because you are saying you are that type of weird person or have some weird fantasies about someone. Like, you probably have some mental problems if you somehow relate to them, but like, Jesus Christ. Like, there's people who actually do have those mental problems, but like, let's be real, you do not relate to that person. You do not relate, you are not that person. Let's be real. Let's all be real. You aren't that person. I'm going to be so fucking real. But uh, if you relate to that person, do just shut up, please. You aren't that person at all. You do not relate to them at all. They aren't like you. You aren't like them. You are who you are. you should not relate. You should not put a fake personality on yourself because you feel like you should relate to them, which is like something different. So please do not try to relate to a character that's obviously not relatable at all. So please shut up and stop. But that's probably all I have to say. If you have anything about LARPers or anything, you can comment on the video. But if you like the video, and if you want to see more, subscribe because I'll be making more. I'm more trying to focus. And since I did um announce what else video I'm gonna say, yeah, you get your hopes up. I'm gonna make that shit. Yeah. But anyways, don't be a LARPer at all. Do not say you relate. Do not say you are that person or anything.